What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be customizing the brand new Benefactor Krieger in GTA Online. Here's the car right here. $2.875 million. That is a lot of money for a car in GTA Online. This makes it the new most expensive supercar ever in GTA Online, and also the first Benefactor supercar in GTA Online as well. The last most expensive one was the Tesseract, which held the crown for a while as the most expensive supercar at $2.825. So the new one is now $50,000 more. There it is right there. That's a lot of money, and the Emirates isn't too far behind either at $2.75 million. So the Krieger, 2.875. That's a lot of money, but here it is right here. I went ahead and parked other Benefactor vehicles that are kind of well known before this car: the Schlagen GT, the Feltzer, the Schafter V12, and the Sterling GT. And of course, we have the competitor to the Krieger. We'll see, I guess, later today how that's going to do. The Emirates over there. That's what has to compete against the Krieger. So, we'll see how those two are going to do. But, what's this car primarily based off? The AMG Project 1. Awesome looking car. I wish Rockstar would have given us maybe more Mercedes supercars. Maybe something like the SLR McLaren. Or something like that. Or the CLK GTR, you know. But primarily, this car they gave us, they decided to go with the AMG Project 1. Now, of course, Rockstar, most of the time, they don't copy stuff exactly, so this car isn't 100% Project 1. So, it does have the back end here. It has the exhaust and hood cover section of a Porsche 918. Very similar to it. The exhaust coming out of the top there. And then the rear, it has the taillights and the back vents with the two little lines on both sides of an Audi R8 V10 Plus for 2017. So 2017 and up, it still looks the same, but that's what it looks like there. Kind of funny how they just had to go with an Audi rear end pretty much with Mercedes front end and side with the roof and all that, and then the Porsche exhaust. Kind of weird, you know. Rockstar always has their things here and there they like to do. It doesn't look that bad, honestly. It looks really good. Very good looking car. I love the wheels too, especially. Alright, let's go ahead and see what kind of customization we got here. Alright, on the D-pad to modify.
What were you looking for? What can I help you with?
Alright, armor, brakes,
You got some precision brakes
engine.
on
Oh
that
yeah,
thing.
we got performance upgrades on discount this week, so that's nice. So what is this? Oh wow, it removes the exhaust from there and it puts it down here. That's interesting. Dual exhaust, dual rounded, titanium, quad. Wow, so the only exhaust option that comes out of the top there is the stock one.
If you can
So
pick it,
if you just want to completely get rid of that Porsche 918 style exhaust, you can do that and then choose one of these. That's kind of cool. I think the dual rounded is nice. Let's do that. Even though this is pretty cool. Okay, hood. Carbon hood. Looks good. Stripped hood, so very smooth, you know, no vents or anything. Carbon stripped. Primary hood with carbon vent. That looks really good. I like the carbon contrast there. Because I don't like the whole thing in carbon, it looks kind of weird to me. But a very simple, just center section, I think that looks really good. That's nice. I'm not one for picking the last option for everything, but that does look good.
long and hard.
Okay, lights. Okay, so Xenon's
I've
on
got that
there.
installed for you.
Liveries. Alright, so you got black stripes. Okay. And you got the same stripes in white. And you got dramatic stripes. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, Sentinove livery. Okay, alternate version of that. LTD.
How many cars you got in this
Nice.
garage
Junk.
again?
Junk alternate. Paint. Okay. This reminds me kind of like, I think the Hakachu Drag had a similar paint scheme to this. Well, a livery option, I should say. Okay. Wow, it's like a black and gray version of that. That's awesome. Alright, so not bad. I think they're pretty cool. The black stripe one is decent, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling it too much. I think I'm gonna go without a livery on this car because I really like the design of the everything that Rockstar did with the design of this car, and I don't really want to hide that. So I'm gonna accent it with a different primary color. So as far as plates,
There you go.
I think I'll go with like iTrack would go pretty cool. You know, these are all my custom plates, but I think I'm gonna go with I got a Benz plate. So there we go, Benz.
Don't she look pretty?
Mercedes-Benz. So for primary, I was thinking of doing a nice bright silver. So the closest thing you can get, you know, something really nice is a brushed aluminum. I think that brings out the lines of the car and it looks really clean.
Your cosmetics are on point.
I don't even know what is the secondary color of this car. Brake calipers are not changing. The back vent area is not changing. Nothing in the interior is changing. Oh, it's the stitching. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so we'll do red stitching. Kind of match our red brake calipers, though we can't change on most cars.
Looks almost
So
as good
red
as
stitching. Trim color. Let's trim around the radio and the steering wheel. Okay, that's definitely new. I haven't seen that before. I thought it was going to be the center of the seats or something. I think I'll leave that. You know, actually, we can make it silver. That'll give us more like a premium look
Making
inside the car.
decisions is stressful.
Like a bright silver. Rolled silver, bluish silver. Bright silver. I guess a bluish silver. Okay.
Bodywork to match the driver.
Your crew emblem will go right there on the side of the door. Oh wow, and it kind of moved towards the front a little bit. That's interesting. Okay. Skirts. Primary. That looks really good. The only thing I wish is that there was an option for like a carbon lip edge, because I haven't seen any front bumper options on this car at all. Because I like to have my front splitter or my side skirt match. You know, if that's carbon, then the side should be carbon too. I don't like it to be two different things. Rear spoiler, so you can remove the fins, have a nice clean look. And obviously, every single one of these options gives you a traction bonus, even though you don't see it there because the traction bar is filled up. But in the background of the game code, it is giving you bonus traction, so make sure you choose one of these. So the carbon fin remove, that's awesome. Nice and clean. Got a carbon street, primary, carbon race, okay. Primary race, competition, okay. Carbon big wing. So you got the big wang there. Looks like pretty much they got a bench seat from the park and they just strapped it to it. You got a primary big wing. Carbon low mounted. That looks pretty sick. But it's a little bit too wide for my taste. Carbon wide wing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those wings that are too wide. Wow, I really don't like any of these spoiler options. I would have liked a nice little carbon ducktail on the very edge there, like a nice carbon ducktail, but I don't see an option for that, unfortunately. So call me generic, but I'm gonna go with the fin remove because that gives us the traction benefit and it looks super clean. So I'm gonna do that. Transmission, turbo, wheels. So let's see if these wheels can be painted or not. Let's do the test. So we'll go here to sport. We'll go here to a set. I mean, it doesn't matter what you choose. Those look really good. We'll do S racers. And then we'll paint them black. And then we'll go back to the stock wheels. Now you can see it changing there. And obviously the stock wheels are also very similar to the high-end, the carbon S racers. So very similar to that, as you can see there, the difference. They're very close, but the stock ones have more of a deep dish. So I think you're better off painting the stock ones black using live fruit up, and it will work because you can see it changing back and forth. So stock wheels can be painted on this car, so that's awesome. Obviously, it's only the center section because the outer lip is chrome, so keep that in mind. Okay, moving right along, we got window tints. I guess, why not? Light smoke.
Girl is looking
And that's
good.
it. So there's no front bumper upgrades. That's very surprising. So no front bumper upgrade, no rear bumper upgrade, no diffuser upgrade, pretty much no side skirt upgrade because it was just a color. So the customization on this car isn't very much. There's very little customization for this car. So that's kind of surprising, especially since it's now the most expensive supercar and there's barely any visual customization. So
Long and hard.
I guess that's something you also have to think about if you end up buying this car. So let's go ahead and take it outside, see how it drives. I'm definitely excited to see this. The exhaust note sounds very similar to the Grotti Vision. Grotti Vision / tires. Like a mix of Vision and the tires. Wow. The acceleration's very good. Very responsive steering like the Emirates. Wow, this thing is fast. Oh my god, it is very fast. Pretty stable. Kind of weird when it lands. I don't think I saw a suspension upgrade either. The Emirates didn't have a suspension upgrade either. Wow. Oh my god, the handling of this car. It is very good. I'm gonna corner at a higher speed here. Whoa, 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 time out. Now, usually in cars in GTA, you hit a curb like that, it absorbs it, and you can take it, the turn, without any issues. But this car, I hit this curb here, and it sent me flying into this area here. So usually that's an issue with cars that, some of the newer cars that are allergic to curbs, pretty much. Don't know if that's one of these cars, but that's what it's seeming like. That was weird. A T20, for example, it wouldn't have even hesitated over that corner there. I'm trying to give you guys something similar to like what this drives like. And what I'm feeling right now, this kind of drives like the original Entity XF. That's kind of what it drives like, right? For my opinion. That's what I'm feeling right now. Like the old Entity XF. Obviously, a lot more stable, unless you're going over curbs, which it doesn't really like that much. Not bad. Let's see if any of the doors open. You know, if the trunk or the hood open. Oh, we got the gull-wing doors. That's nice. The doors... all? Only the doors open. Wow, so Rockstar went pretty lazy with this one. The front compartment, the rear compartment, nothing opens. Only the doors. That's it, nothing else. So, I mean, so far, if you include the visual customization, so far I like the Emirates better. I really do like the Emirates a little better. This one's kind of, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it too much. But I guess we'll see how the performance does. You know, if it has performance to back it up, then, you know, if you don't always want to, if you don't want to use the Emirates all the time in races, then this could be a nice alternative. Even though there's still some races where the Devesta 8 is still faster, like the Green Machine Stunt Race, for example, the Devesta 8 will get better lap times than the Emirates because of all the top speed areas in the tubes where the Emirates can't keep up with the Devesta 8. So there are still races where the Devesta 8 is still relevant in a way, but the Emirates is very fast on most of them, so keep that in mind, and I guess we'll see how this falls into that category. I'll be putting off the top speed testing shortly, so be on the lookout for that. Well, I'll also put it in the pinned comment when I'm done. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'd recommend not buying this until you see some good performance testing, either from me, watch Bruffy's track testing as well. You know, do some research before you buy this. I highly recommend this because you're gonna spend over $3 million on this car with upgrades when it's all said and done. So Make sure you thoroughly think about that if you're tight for money in the game. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.